Hello again, YouTube. I'm back. It's Dr. Kendo. I never really left, but hey, I'm here with Scribblenauts Unlimited. Just Unlimited today again, doing the Object Editor commentaries on the Wii U. We're starting off with a rehab, and they tried to make me go there, but I said, no. Because instead, today, I wanted to create a special object. This is actually the most different than anything else that I've ever created because we're actually creating some buildings today. I'm going to be creating something, a themed item that has multiple different objects and items included in it. I'll go ahead and show who requested these things as far as the usernames go. It's just 2 people, but I won't reveal everything until we're kind of, I guess, further along in the editing process. So we're taking this rehab right here and turning it into hopefully something that is familiar if you can see it right now and maybe take a guess, especially now that I'm typing in this P and C that's going to come up to accompany it right about now. We're also using a dot for the period in the PC. What could PC stand for aside from all the other uses of PC? It's not politically correct, it's not personal computer, it is a Pokémon Center. So I'm creating a Pokémon Center. I actually really do like how I didn't know how this was gonna end up, but I do like how the Pokémon little logo up there turned out, the Pokéball. I used glue for the little circle in the middle and just used eyebrows for the 2 curved parts of it or whatever to show off the Pokéball logo thing that's up at the top. And so yes, a real Pokémon Center doesn't have those little windows up at the top left area right there. You're just gonna have to suspend your beliefs on a little bit. And it's okay. It's just that the rehab or whatever came with those little windows, so yeah, you know. So what do we got next? It's the studio. We're just typing in studio right here. I'm going to make a generic house, and when you see the color of this, it's actually this kind of pinkish color and everything. Hopefully you are starting to notice what kinds of buildings I am creating from the Pokemon universe. You can obviously tell it's Pokemon because I created a Pokemon Center. Well, perhaps I should go ahead and reveal that this is a Lavender Town house right here. Just one of the generic houses from Lavender Town. I'm kind of basing my designs off of Generation 1 and Generation 3, so kind of just any kind of mix of those, I would say. So not one in particular, necessarily, but again, I guess kind of leaning towards Gen 1 and Gen 3, so let's go ahead and make the audio. I don't even know if we're gonna have these, do some kind of audio or whatever, but we'll have the audio just be a home for the house. And then I'll clone the Pokemon Center and paint these parts of it blue, and we're also gonna change the logo there blue, and so what looks like the Pokemon Center but is blue, of course, the Mart, so the Mart. So by this point, hopefully you've figured out that I am actually creating Lavender Town in Pokemon. Yes, this was actually a request long ago. This was from many months ago, actually. And so, yes, the Mart, the Mart has the word Mart, exactly like how the Pokemon Center has PC right there. And so we'll shift this up a little bit. It's a little bit towards the center. So that is looking good. Minor edits. And so, of course, the Pokemon Mart, it looks very similar to the Pokemon Center, I know. But this is how I think the design should go. And that is not how you spell lavender, but that's okay. I'll just keep going. This is by far the hardest thing to create, and I'm quite ashamed, actually. And I don't say that too often, but I am. I don't know exactly how to do the Pokemon Tower within Lavender Town, because I've basically taken the parking structure and I put an ice rink down at the bottom for the base of the tower, and then I just used a hemisphere as well as 2 spheres right there and painted them with that metal color. But I don't want anyone to tell me how they think it should have been made or how they made it differently. Just make it yourself if you're gonna do that. I don't need to know because the Pokemon Tower is not the focus here, and I really had to go quickly on it because I'm also creating 3 other objects. What inhabits that tower of Lavender Town? It would be this Pokemon that I'm creating as well as its evolved forms. You probably can tell what it is right now, at least I hope, because that would mean that I chose the right object, but if not, you will see it at the end when we're done creating right here. But yes, I've started off with a Wisp, so you just type in Wisp. This Wisp, actually, the Wisp in this game has a smoky, glowy kind of aura going on around it and everything, and it's got these 3 little arms, I guess you could call them, but basically 3 parts with smoke on them. And so for those 3 little arms or whatever, at least 2 of them, I'm gonna put this cloud and dust. So we've got dust right there, and then the bigger purple part is the cloud. And so this is, of course, the first evolution of what is a triple evolution in Pokemon. Although now there is a mega evolution, which I had actually just learned today. But yes, the base Pokemon, his name is Gastly. I definitely approve of how this is turning out, so definitely proud of this one. I'm just kind of moving the smoke around and making sure that the head stays above the smoky aura texture-ness. And so, wow, this is actually really cool. I like how that turned out, but again, it's just some hemispheres right there for his eyes. You can just use that, the half circles, and just use eyebrow for his mouth right there. Paint it this reddish pink color, and using the basic triangles for fangs right there. I think it looks like the real Gastly instead of using Fang, the actual Fang item in Scribblenauts. But yes, the real test will be how this thing moves when it's placed onto the map, because I know that the Wisp kind of moves its little arms or smoke clouds around a lot, and so I'm hoping that it will all stay in place and all will be right with the world. So of course we're making it fly. I'm gonna go ahead and make it do a little bit of damage, but shoot out a, let's see if we can do, no, okay, you can't do purple smoke, but it will shoot out smoke. That's fine with me. And so I need to be sure that when it's created, I'm gonna make it be brave, because actually the Wisp will run away from a lot of things in this game. So I don't want my Gastly to run away and hide. It needs to be Gastly. It needs to be the fun-loving, spooky ghost that it is. Some fun facts actually are that Gastly supposedly has no true form due to its body being 95% poisonous gas, although it consistently appears as a black spherical Pokemon, surrounded by a purple haze, and man, that looks awesome. I am definitely liking how this turned out, of course, as I said, but I do want to make some last-minute edits and everything. We'll go ahead and try to show those really fast, and we'll put another Gastly out on the map now and see what they look like. That's awesome. Quickly moving on, though, we need to start off. Let's just start off here with a man. For time's sake, I am skipping around here and whatnot, so we're actually creating the third evolution in the series. You will see Haunter, though, so don't worry, I won't cut out Haunter. But again, this is in the interest of time. I'm jumping right to Gengar, the final evolution of these crazy ghosts. But you know what's interesting is that in the Pokemon Red and Blue beta, Gastly's prototype name was Spirit, and Haunter's prototype name was Spectre, and then Gengar was originally known as Phantom. So they all had these ghostly names or whatever that are not their final names, which is cool. I mean, they have some clever final names here. With Gengar, of course, we took the head off of a man. You know, we just started off with man and took all the limbs off and everything. Left the body there, but covered it up with this circle shape. And we're using a croissant right now for his evil, sinister smile. And yes, Gengar is the final evolution of the ghosts here, and his happily sinister-looking smile actually reminds me of the Cheshire Cat. But you also saw that I put these cone shapes up on the top because he's got those protrusions that look like ears or whatever, those spikes. Now we're just using hair for the rest of the spikes. He's got one kind of in a mohawky area or spiky hair looking area, and then going down on his back too, so we'll reflect that. And we used Kappa, which was also what I used for Pikachu's arms when I created the Pikachu. Again, using the hemisphere or half sphere shape for his eyes and making them red, of course, because Gengar's got some red eyes. And we'll make some slight adjustments just so that everything looks in proportion and in order, but Gengar also has a tail, so I don't want to forget that. I'm using Fang, the item Fang, for the tail here, and just going with the Kappa's legs, so his legs and feet are also there for Gengar. Gonna make the audio a ghost, and we'll go ahead and give Gengar the most health out of everybody. Gonna make him shoot out, what can we do? We've already done, of course, smoke, and this time I'll do a shadow. It's actually gonna be a little Maxwell shadow, because the shadow in this game is the shadow of Maxwell, the character. And so it'll look kind of like he is shooting out some kind of psychic beams or shadow balls or something like that, you know, so I think it'll work out. We're gonna make Gengar investigate humans, and let's see, scripting. Okay, I'm going way past it. I think, yeah, here we go. Loses or gains health. Whenever he gets attacked, we're going to make it so that he'll become brave, which is also what I'll do for Haunter and Gastly. So never fear. Let's go ahead and write the name for it. It is Gengar. That's pretty awesome, so we'll put this on the map as well, along with Haunter and all his boys. So there's that. Gengar, I made it so that he can fly and also that he can walk, so he could actually do both, which is actually an accurate depiction of the Gengar that we know and love from the anime. Oh, okay, I need to fix this, but here, I was going to show you Haunter. I forgot. Haunter is going to run away from Gengar right now because he still has all the features of a kid, which is the base object that we started out with. And I do need to give him more health and change his projectile and all that stuff. I'm going to make his audio actually a clown because Haunter is kind of a clowny, goofy ghost and everything. And so I'm going to make his projectile for what he shoots, I'm going to make it lint just for the sake of being different. And Haunter, just one fun fact here, again, we're getting through everything really fast, other than his prototype name that we know now. Haunter actually has a slightly different cry starting out in, I believe, Generation 3, so Haunter's cry did change just slightly once Generation 3 rolled around. So we're going to have Haunter protect other ghosts and whatnot, but you could see that I made Haunter now fly instead of just walking. Both of these ghosts are scared here of each other, so we need to make sure that, for one, they shoot the correct, their projectiles all look good, but also that they're brave, so I'll go into the scripting for that. You guys will see that. But let's go ahead and move on to perhaps a spookier setting. This is the Grave Manor level in Scribblenauts Unlimited, and so I'm creating Lavender Town. Here we go. Man, that Pokemon tower is awful. I'm sorry, everybody. It was definitely thrown together last second, but I am really proud, actually, of the Haunter, Gastly, and Gengar. Those guys look really awesome, so I hope you guys agree. Look at them all there. Oh crap, I just made it so that they attack each other because Haunter is sitting there firing at something else way back there, and so now they're all attacking each other. Okay, that's fine. Haunter fainted. Let's go ahead and replace him, but we need to make him brave so that he won't run away from everybody. There we go. Look at these guys. That's pretty awesome. There you go. You can see that Gengar was just walking, so Gengar can walk or fly. So I appreciate it, everybody who's been supportive, especially since last week I had some news to give, kind of that I wanted to take a small step back away from the YouTube channel. By no means do I mean a full step back. I don't mean that I'm quitting. I don't mean that I'm quitting anything. All that I was saying, of course, is that during this holiday time especially, I want to be sure that I give my wife and my dog the best of times that they can, just kind of do whatever I can to make their Christmas and New Year's times really exciting and be present there in those moments and everything. So I'm glad that you guys appreciate my space. But surely coming out of the holidays, we'll have some great content coming from my channel. Definitely a Merry Christmas to everybody because I don't know if I'll have any videos out between now and Christmas time. So the merriest of Christmas to you guys. Everybody out there in Kendopolis, you are the greatest gift that I could have gotten from the YouTube channel. Your support and positivity. That's exactly what I want, and I thank you so much from those who have given it. So yeah, other than that, I didn't want anybody last week to think that I was sad or anything was really wrong. I just wanted to stress that it is important that I do some of these other things as well as the YouTube channel, and so I may need to take some time away from it. But that doesn't mean 100% again. So thank you very much for your attention and positivity through that once more. I can't say it enough, but the last thing also is that Scribble Ventures, I should give you guys an update. It is not super far along. I would say it's a little bit less than halfway done. I haven't gotten many opportunities to work on it though, especially with holiday shopping and all this stuff that's going on. I had to take a major step back from that project, so it was mostly that really that I was talking about, so that will be on a huge delay. I anticipate by February we should be able to see it. That's kind of my hope, so be looking out for it. It's gonna be amazing. Like all Scribble Ventures are, of course. That sounds really egotistical. But yeah, you guys, go ahead and just let me know what you're doing for the holidays. I would love to know. Wherever you are, wish your families a happiest of holidays. And I'll catch you on the next vid. And thanks for viewing. Also, don't forget, you can buy the Dr.Kendo YouTube Collection album. It makes one of the greatest Christmas gifts of all time, no matter if it's for a girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife or sister or brother or dog or cat or mouse or parrot or any other kind of animal that could be a pet, possibly, at all. Even a tiger. Alright, I'll leave you guys alone. Especially a tiger. Okay.
And down the road of twists and turns, always anxious to see what's within. We can look ahead to the point of no return, to the rest of our lives as the spectacle begins. Been down the road of twists and turns, always anxious to see what's within. We can look ahead to the point of no return, to the rest of our lives as the spectacle begins.